Okay, hello. Hello, everybody. Good. Oh. Couldn't forget this little warning, right? Sorry, a bit late today. I was working on remaking a few indicators for aggregated trade or significant trades up, and yeah, it didn't saw the time. I was already up here. Quite something that happened here. In fact, I was working on trying to remake a magic spread indicator for aggregated trades, and maybe do a bit more different ones. And why is there's it seems that there's a lot of premium here on Phoenix, but I'm not seeing it that much here. 30, okay, yeah, there is. Was a bad finger on Bitfinex not so long ago. Anyway, yeah, there's some stuff to talk about on Bitcoin. Yes, I mean it's a bit boring today, so that's why I went to do some of the stuff. But there has been some activities this week, to say the least. Who is here already? Canary, hello. Jenny is here. Good to see you. Yeah, without losing any time, we're gonna dive right into the chart. I was thinking here as we were seeing a bit of absorption and spot leading the way here aggressively, as we can see on spot CBD and spot the BTC USD pairs, especially. I was considering we might take a bit of liquidity above here, but weirdly, yeah, we are not seeing BUSD leading at all. It has been buying up a lot, you know, on perpetual and on spot as well. Been the one selling the less here. Significant sell on USDT pair on spot, but picking up here. A bit of liquidity gain here. But let's start by zooming out a bit to recap where what I'm looking at, especially since last update, right, which was, well, Monday for the public stream. Hello, Infrate. Yeah, 1440p. It should be okay, even. Yeah, 4K, it's available. 4K 60 frame per second. I finally have my internet working well. It's a nice optical fiber, so I can stream a lot better and I can work a lot better with my chat not buffering all the time. And especially Bybit not buffering when having a second or minute of latency during high volatility. It's a lot better. But yeah, where are we here on Bitcoin? You know, there is a few things to say. So I was not extremely confident about this as bottom here. I was not yeah, I was not looking for such an aggressive short squeeze here, especially as we didn't have had any short to squeeze when we were at the low here. But you know, that's something that happened sometime. You have short building up as you go up. So you have, well, as you consolidate first, you know, there's a bit of shorts here at the last stage of the consolidation that run up. So that's where I added a bit of long here. We were streaming for the crew. And say, yeah, I'm not feeling extremely confident about it, but I'm rather looking for short. So there was a few short opportunity to look for, which was a sweep of liquidity here for low high. There was another one somewhere, I don't remember, in the middle that I didn't took because it was not looking finished. And there was one planned here above this liquidity that I didn't took either because the context was not favorable for me. I didn't had any proper finish from an Elliott Wave perspective, and there was so much volume coming up here that this could have led to continuation. I was looking to short a bit higher that one, but anyway. It was also here the obvious place to take a long with that as a target, so that I've been a successful long at least. I wasn't right on the bias at that point, but the goal is not to be right? It's to make money. I don't know if I still have all this stuff. No, that's from today. There's so much stuff I worked in here. Yeah, that was pretty much the plan on Tuesday evening for me. So okay, the risk reward remained better for long here because we are down a lot, but I felt that we were going down more, so there was a little short here that still gave at least a scalp. Here I didn't took it because, well, it was clearly going higher. I tried a few scalping here, and yeah, the plan otherwise was to short here liquidity with a stop above here. So I didn't took that short, but I took a short yesterday evening, rather. Wait a minute. That's the one I want to hide. And I will explain why. So there is target lower. Of course, I already took a bit of profit at POC here. But I'm looking to hold that short to break the 27k floor at some point. Most likely, we'll see if we take another long inside. I'm not sure about that one no more. But yeah, might be an idea of... I will see, there might be a scalp still. I mean, a scalp or a day trade. Should we have a bit of reaction on the monthly? Knowing that we have the monthly close on Sunday, you know you have a bunch of liquidity here or below these lows. You know, might have a bit of a long here, but I don't know if it's gonna fulfill. So I'm gonna share with you my few counts ID here now that things have been giving a bit more data. I remain with the idea that we have overall an impulse down. I lost all my count because there's so much stuff. And, wow. Anyway, yeah, let me walk that fresh. But the idea is, I'm still reading this as some kind of impulse here, right? Or maybe a 1 here, 2 here, whatever. Doesn't really matter. We have a complete wave from that top to that low. That's a certainty. For once, there is certainty here. And I'm not remembering you what I do. The context here is that for me, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a complete wave 1, and we are working on a wave 2 here as my main bias. It's possible that we have something else, a flat or this as a wave 2 completed. It is possible, but I will start with my bias here, which would be a bit more bearish. And at least, as long as there is no invalidation, ideally we don't take the high that we printed this week. An invalidation would be to take the 31,000 high. Until we take that high, we still have a valid wave A. If we take that high here, well, we may have an A, B, C of some sort, or still a B to finish somewhere. If we don't take that high, and we do take the slows here, well, likely we'll have a wave A, a wave B, and a C in process. Especially if we take that low, we have 1, 2, 3 most likely to go on. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at still. But that was really destabilizing. That's not English. Yeah, destabilizing. It's English, I think. You know, that move was a bit extreme for an Elliottician, at least. Now, coming back on that and inside, well, we can fit an ABC here. I will never. I know it was possible. I saw we were at the 1-1 extension, but 1-1 extension here. I mean, it was looking really impulsive with great volume here and a big volume at the very top here. Let me turn it off in POC here. Oh, we already hit in POC. Yeah, because that's where I double down. But yeah, for me, the main idea is that, okay, I had count to say, okay, 3, 4, 5 somewhere here. But that was kind of the max I had. Oh, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a possibility. That's if this is a 1. And we have a low here that we will not break, and we go for the next expansion up. But the main idea that I had when we had that very big volume squeeze here is that we were going to a 3, 4, 5, and I was looking to see a consolidation for a 4, and maybe look to short a 5th. Like liquidity above or high here, and maybe short here, but look for 2 too long again. we never had this wave 4/5. So we can end up with a corrective move up here. A tricky one, a bit like what we had here. We know this is a wave 2 because we went lower. And it was really strong relative to the downtrend, right? And it's a bit the same thing here. We have a strong downtrend, heavy selling into support, then short squeeze, strong downtrend, heavy selling into support, then short squeeze, and still making a lower high. So very similar pattern for that matter here. But yeah, do we have high confidence? It can be either. I have rather bearish bias here for several reasons, but maybe it go higher. And the same on the downtrend here. 1, 2, 3, I was looking for 5 at least to complete something. Now we have something that seems to be rather 3 wave down. And that's a problem that occurs with Elliott sometimes, especially when we zoom in below 1 hour, but here even on the higher time frame, it's just a dark small candle on the daily, you know, so it's complicated to integrate this in a mindful technical analysis. We have manipulation here, you know. You force a short squeeze and you have a fake news event that come during or after the dump here with a fake Arkham alert, whatever. And then things get bought up aggressively. Wow, that's a bit more organic because there was heavy selling, so you got heavy buyback. But what I mean is, yeah, maybe we have an APC, very deep wave C, that go way beyond all meaningful target here for a wave C. Or maybe you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you have an impulse as a 1. So yeah, with this kind of price action, you don't have anything that fit the guidelines. The guidelines are here to the Elliott Wave guidelines are here to say which count is the most sensible, because the goal is for Elliott is try to get a bit of clarity into chaos, right? So it's to use, you have rules that you cannot break, but with the rules, while you can still have pretty much any kind of count up or down or sideways. The guidelines are here to narrow them down to which is the most likely, which is better. But with this kind of price action, it's not Elliott Wave that's gonna tell you which count is the most likely. It could be up or down, but equally not good. So anyway, I see this as an option. The count that I prefer here will not be this as a complete wave B, but rather a triangle formation here. That's something I would really like to see. Well, because we have big expansion up and down here, well, you create a lot of potential liquidity, because you squeeze the short, you squeeze the long, and you produce emotions here. And so you incentive people to take risk, right? And when you're in a range like this, you can take a mindful trade, like the long here. You have a stop here, you have a target here, above and beyond. You have a well-defined risk management, but when you get that kind of dip and that kind of recovery, what do you do if you were, I don't know, long anywhere in this, and you get stopped out here, and you use high leverage, like probably the majority of retailers here on Bybit and Binance. What do you do then? You're very happy here because you see price skyrocketing and you think you're gonna go into things gonna go into new bull run, and you have a nice position far away from price, so it's good. But then this kind of run up will incentive you to get back on at some point. But you cannot keep you stop below here if you play with high leverage, right? Because you have 5% or spread, and it's, well, the risk is not that, risk reward is still good here if you take a long, even in mid range with a stop below the low, if you target 50k, but you can't do that with leverage, right? So that produces liquidity, available liquidity, especially when you come back very close to the higher to the low. Yes, there's a lot that shorted here as well, get squeezed, and then a lot that longed here and that are going to get squeezed. And you can we can legitimately expect some consolidation here, maybe. At least that's what I would like to see. I don't know for sure. That's what I would like to see. And that's what it's mindful after such wild move. And you know, if you reproduce a triangle here after you got that kind of triangle that break up, I don't know what people will do, but the market remain more bullish than bearish overall. And after all, we are in an uptrend since we have been in an uptrend all the year overall. So yeah, I think it could give good opportunity. The thing is, this wave are still a bit quick. So, you know, I'm not sure if this is a finish B, this is a finish C, or what. But maybe we have a very quick ABC, and we'll have a very long wave D and very wave E, and then we can go for the C here. That will be ideal, and come back to my preferred level to reload a bit more aggressively, which would be either 25k or lower, depending what happens if we have the triangle. When I can come back and count again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the wave E here. I don't think I'm forgetting anything here. Well, we have the monthly coming on Sunday, so it's also could be monthly level could be acting as some kind of magnet here. No, maybe we'll make the same kind of price action that we had on February. Time goes on, right? Maybe we close at the open again, and we'll have one last leg before going up. That could be a good option. It would be a good option because it follows my scenario here. But yes, that's where I am right now. And yeah, if we take this weak high, does this invalidate the idea that we go lower? Well, no, because we can have an ABC here, right? As long as we don't take the high. Or ABC, maybe we'll go for over the weekend here. Maybe we come back from where we are, who knows. So yeah, for now I'm short from naked POC. I've taken profit. If we take that high, well, I will see. Problem is it's a bit complicated to count that again. It's choppy to say the least. I mean, we can have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Don't think it breaks any rules. Need to see if the wave 3 is the smallest. Doesn't seem to be. No, it's okay. So yeah, potentially we do have a valid impulse here. Here we have a flat clearly. But a valid impulse here that doesn't give me much room to count anything that go beyond here and still reject. But as we can't fit anything, maybe this is a W, an X, the Y, and this is an A, B, C, I don't know. It's not gonna be helpful here without that. The only full side here would be if we go to triangle, I guess. Or if we do get follow-up trending move. But the third option here, if we take 31k, so it's is that we printed 1, 2 here, and that we are going for a third of the third of the third. And the third wave in Elliott Wave is usually, most of the time, the strongest wave. So the third of the third of the third would mean most likely the strongest wave of all here. That's also why it's a moment where it can produce a lot, particularly a lot of emotions here. Even if you don't do Elliott Wave. I mean, if you do Elliott Wave, you know that we are at the edge of getting a very strong squeeze. Because I don't think there is a lot more alternative than a bullish count here, and a bullish count that says that when we take the high, we will go for a strong move. But even if you don't do a Elliott Wave, you know that you are in a very important resistance here, and if you claim that resistance, then you have kind of a lot of void here. Next liquidity is a lot higher. So that's true for a lot of different kind of technical analysis, I believe. Spot market, more is buying Bitcoin, yeah. Queen is hoping, okay, here, see you. But yeah, spot market I've been buying a bit. They are coming down now. But it was quite a heavy spot buying here. And we are seeing, it seems, Bitfinex buying here. I mean, I just remade that indicator a bit. Well, there's no volume now. Just a fat finger of 100 BTC, 245 BTC. Which is quite significant here, as you can see on Bitfinex volume. It has as much volume as the spike at the end here. And overall, Bitfinex have been buying all over here. They were selling a lot more during this consolidation on the top. Now they're back at buying a lot more. Ignore a bit this part. No, don't ignore it. No, because I link it back to Binance. No, it's the real one. But yeah, it's also a lot lower than it was here. Well, what do I do now? I mean, I think best bet is to keep playing this as a range and maybe not expect too much expansion here. Again, after such a move, after such a wide move, we can expect things to rebalance a bit, even if it has to go higher. I mean, this is already rebalancing here, so you could argue it could break up now. Especially seeing how Bitfinex and Spot have been buying up this little dip. You can see here as well on the volume. On the left we have derivative and Spot on the right, and you can see this volume here. And compared to derivative here, it's pretty heavy. Where is my one? It's a few millions. Okay. Yeah, I cannot have it in 14 million at 29k. How much BTC is that? I don't know. Yes. $500. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have a few thousand Bitcoin bought here. What do you think of a flat in wave B? I suppose you're talking about a bigger wave B. For this wave B, I mean, it's yeah. I mean, yeah, because we can fit an ABC here if we want. Because, you know, a flat, we should have an ABC, the wave A, and not 5 down. That's one of the big difference between a flat and a zigzag. So can we have an ABC as a B, take the high here, and come back down for an expanded flat, for example? Take the low still. I would say it's possible. I'm not really a fan of the AD, but yeah, definitely a possibility. We know where we have liquidity. Yesterday we had liquidity above that high, we took it. That was the IDB and the short for me. Now we know we have liquidity above that high. We know we have liquidity below these lows. Most likely above here and above here. So I would prefer something a bit more trappy in that zone here. Should we take that high? And should that still be a wave B? No, you can take the 1-1 extension, but at this point that's gonna depend on where is the liquidity exactly. Oh, well, I mean, how much liquidation that will be. Especially if we get a move here, consolidation, you know how much FOMO this is gonna build up. I would prefer to not break the high. Maybe because it's gonna put me in an emotional state of mind and will be leaning for more upside. And also because it gives a bit simpler trades. If I keep things simple, I say, okay, I have a wave A down, any move above here, I can have a short and my stop above here. If we start to go above this, well, in theory, the flat can go to 123, so that might be where I would be looking to short. That's gonna be complicated. We'll have 3% of spread, that's manageable. Or that will be likely chaotic if we go above this to do wave P. That's gonna be extremely complicated because the count is already so much fucked up here. Well, at least I know that all that zone I can have sensible shorts. Well-defined risk here. Well-defined stop in advance. Could almost put limit, but I usually don't. But no, probably not here. But otherwise, I mean, yeah. Oh. I'm not a fan of this. But it's valid. It could be valid. So I have this in mind, you know, so I don't know. And the other day I was starting to get really bullish with this price action that day. I was planning to look for, okay, here's a fish that could have been a good short to be able to be a bit more aggressive on the retrace. I'm looking at this as a sub 1-2 of the biggest three of the biggest three of the biggest three. But now what do we have? If this is a 1-2 and this is a, I don't know, sub 1-2, that means we can do 1-2 and the higher target is 51. I mean, potentially we can get something along this, right? So I would not be comfortable to get in more shots if we go. That's what I mean. I would rather, I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't like to not knowing. What is the maximum fib level in a wave B? I would take 123 retrace. In theory, you can get it to 161.8. But yeah, 123 preferable. That's the one that plays the most precisely. 161.8 is really in case of extremely tricky price action, which could be in that case. You just, yeah, it's case you made at that point. We form a triangle in a wave BX and sweep the high at 32k and then collapse. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you're talking about the idea of the triangle, but instead of looking for a wave B triangle like this, you would be looking at an A, B, C, D, E, B. So like A, B, C, and to print a B here. And then the flat running or expanding. Well, I would also prefer that because at least the triangle gives you better risk management. The more you narrow your price section, you can, you know, you have your risk defined. You can be short from here with your stop. You can be long somewhere here with your stop, and you know you will have expansion one side or the other. So it would be the same. If we get a triangle, I would probably look to continue play both sides, because I'm also long here, and yeah, that would probably something I will keep in mind. So that's, should the triangle play out? It's way too early to talk about the triangle because we don't have any kind of contraction in price action locally, but yeah, I would most likely still look to be long here and short here, and let one side run, hopefully. So right now we're playing anchor VWAPs from yesterday high to Wednesday low. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is price contraction after all. Can see clearly. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. It's hard to know exactly what people are doing here. We can see. I mean, so much people got tracked here. I think there's some market makers that got tracked. Yeah, as well. So much open interest wiped out and pulled here. But is this more FOMO or more short here? It's really hard to say. I mean, CVD is rather flat. Anything else? It doesn't. We have the high, the low. There's not so much downside on this because it was so quick. So something weird is how. Well, we don't know. Yeah, let me think about that a minute. We wiped out already all the long on USDT. We can clearly see that we broke the floor, and we are back at where we were here. And yeah, the weird thing is how open interest is just been going down on inverse pair. You can see how they were starting to have short exposure from the top here till here, where there's something that shifted. And then we started to just close open interest. At some point you would like to see open interest go up with price to be a bit more healthy. USDT there is still a lot overall. But there was a lot of short squeeze as well. Now it's rebalancing. It seems to be slowing. Oh, it's slowing down because price is slowing down. But yeah, basically, when I would be able to do straight lines. So you know, all short have been covered here. But take profit have been taken as well from the bottom buyers. Most of them at least. And we still didn't dip into fear. Not even. I've stayed at 50 here. I really like to see us going to fear, but maybe we will not. Just barely neutral here. That's still why I would like to see this 25k. Great, but market doesn't give us what we want. And that's the problem I am here. Is this is neutral in some way. There's big buying volume, but there's big selling volume in the short term. Can appear to be a bit more bullish, but in a sense that it could just be a baiting purpose. GBTC premium is a bit declining again. Okay, yeah, I'm not following a lot GBTC premium recently. I was looking a lot at GBTC premium discount some time ago, but with how the US regulator flipped their flip side, something more aggressive. I think the GBTC premium will be more linked, to the outcome of the lawsuit. Because even if you're not especially bullish on Bitcoin, I don't know what is the how much it is right now, GBTC premium. ABT, I think. ABT, it's gone. Plus. $36%, okay. Overall, we will recover 14% because at some point we were at 50% discount. Okay, that can be a sign now. 36%, yeah, you're still... So it means that if you're buying GBTC right now, you're basically buying Bitcoin at 20k, 19k. Yeah. Hard to say. Weekly level. Oh, we did front run weekly level here. Let me add this in the chart. Yeah, if we do get this week high here. Keep in mind that weekly level. Or liquidity above these highs. Or N. It's not necessarily O. Especially if you have some kind of range here and start to lose this again. But anyway, I think that's gonna be all, unless you have question. More question. Can make a bit clearer size, still high. Bull control territory. Weekly candle so far. I mean, that can be what you'll be looking. Yeah, for the close, if we really manage to hold above that, to break here, both here, and hold for the weekly close or go, in fact. Can be a bullish signal. If we have any price action above and we start to decline below it again before the weekly close, that's your sign of weakness. 3-day daily. Yeah, we have contraction on daily. still also prefer if we could dip into the lower band here, which could happen later into wave C. That turned up. Yeah, stochastics turned up and it's still up. Usually when it's this in mind, it looked not so bearish here on stochastic. It can make a low high. Yeah. $12-hour. $12-hour is getting overbought. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, nothing more. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope this card turned pretty good. And not go too crazy. I would prefer if, yeah, give a bit more time and more peaceful trade in this range still. There's great opportunity again, long into this, and short into this, or even here if we go for a triangle. Here it doesn't seem to be the right place. Still it could reverse, but at more of a coin flip at that point. I would assume this high should hold, shouldn't. I mean, that doesn't make a big difference, but I would not expect this high to get taken and not that one. What I mean, so that's why we get the stop losses here and reject that. That can be a good short. Otherwise, it would probably be higher. Just for the final word. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Janie. Thanks, Hasta la vista. Thank you all. Have a good weekend and see you soon.